there you are, YouTube. Do. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, we're going to do another random ranking. I know we've been doing a lot of them, but hey, what's another one? Let's go to that movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random, and then rank those movies based on whatever criteria we come up with. I'll rank them here in the video, but if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so. Let's get to picking some movies. Here we go. All right, I'm not gonna look at movie titles, but I'm going to like get a glance at areas that have not been picked from. Okay, I'm getting a feel for it. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna maybe hit up this section here, and then, you know what, let's do the same section but a different spot. Let's see what that gets us. And then maybe, let's go all the way to this end and see what we got. Let's make sure I've seen him. Blast. Yes. Okay, I gotta get rid, wait, I have seen Rooster Cogburn, but I don't have much to say about it other than it's not as good as True Grit. It's a sequel to True Grit. Let's keep it. Rooster Cogburn. So I saw this. How did I see this? I think I saw it before I saw the original True Grit, because I think I saw the Coen Brothers True Grit. How did you feel about that? How do you feel about the Coen Brothers taking a pre-existing movie and then updating it? I feel like I felt weird about it, but then I watched it and I did like the movie. But I was like, why are you remaking stuff? You know, they did that with the Lady Killers too. Just, you know, make your own stuff. But I really did enjoy, I like both of them. I mean, the Lady Killers I didn't like as much, but I think True Grit was a great film. Also, Haley Steinfeld. I mean, the lead of the movie, right? The lead, talking about Oscars over here. But anyway, I'm pretty sure my order was original True Grit, then Rooster Cogburn, and then original True Grit. Wait, did I say that wrong? First, I saw remake True Grit, then Rooster Cogburn, and then original True Grit. I'm pretty sure that was the order that I saw them in. But I do remember, that's so funny, I read the word boozing as boring and snooze fest at the same time. Oh, because it says first. Like, that was weird. Like in my periphery, I thought this said boring and snooze fest. But not far off. Not far off. I don't know. Everybody's getting old, right? Katharine Hepburn and old John Wayne there. Oh yeah, and it's called Rooster Cogburn and the Lady. See that? But yeah, I remember having a rough time getting through this, and I saw this as like a DVR or something. I think my stepdad DVR'd it. Do you remember DVR? And then I watched it that way. So I haven't watched this physical copy. I watched it on a TV. All right, next we have The Sandlot. Forever. You're killing me, Smalls. It's just it's a great family childhood film. I remember I saw this in the theater with my mom and probably sister too. I remember she was always with us. But I remember I loved this movie, and then I went to talk to my friend about it, and his dad is like the same age as these kids, right? So like the life that they're living is the life he lived as a kid. And I remember my friend saying, yeah, my dad didn't like it very much because he just wished it was about the baseball. When they started adding the dog stuff into it, he didn't like it very much. And I'm like, and that friend of mine is very smart, very well spoken, off doing things in other countries, making endless amounts of money. So he's a smart kid. Like, I couldn't think that way or talk that way. I was just like, I like movie, baseball, dog. And he has these very profound thoughts on it, you know, based on what his dad said. But it was just like funny to hear criticisms come from a kid because, you know, I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I like it. I like everything. I like all movies. All movies are good. And, you know, how old was I around this time? I was 93, so I was probably in third grade. So my friend would have been in fourth grade. So, yeah. Um, but anyway, yeah, quotable. I love the Wolfman scene in this, the barfing. Big Chief, the best. My wife and I always quote that for some reason. Also, my father-in-law kind of um, uh, uh, looks. Gosh, why is the Bertram? Yeah, looks like Bertram. Like if I were to, and he'd be he would have been their age also. He really got into the 60s also. People never saw him again. No, people did see him, but just like, it's funny that he really got into the 60s because my father-in-law also really got into the 60s. And they kind of look alike. Like, I think, like, if I'm thinking back to what did my father-in-law probably look like, you know, back during this time. Actually, these kids are probably, they'd been older than him, but not by like a whole bunch, maybe like 5 years. But that's what I picture right there. Um, but anyway, you know him as the Great Hambino. If my dog were as ugly as you, um, yeah, I just you know, endless quotes here, s'mores. So yeah, Sandlot, great, wonderful. I'm not even like a sports person, right? But I loved these family uh, uh, childhood movies about sports growing up. You know, I just ranked the Mighty Ducks films not that long ago. I loved this, The Big Green, Little Giants, Rookie of the Year, Little Big League. I mean, on and on. I mean, even the more grown-up ones, I loved Major League. Um, yeah, I don't like what else was there? I'm probably missing some. Um, did I say Little Giants? I think I said Little Giants already. I know I'm missing some, but they were so fun. They were so fun. All right, next we have War of the Worlds right here. I'm talking about those aliens, those tripods walking around um, you know, trying to get Tim Robbins to lose it, and he's all like, "No, Tim Robbins, be quiet, be quiet. I will silence you," and he does, and it's Dakota Fanning there does a lot of screaming in this movie, just like ah. I think it's an emotional movie. It's very, especially like watching it as a dad now. Just very, you know, it's like, all right, yeah, you know, um, but it's very action packed. I think it's very well shot. I love it. I think it's great. And I remember this was sort of Spielberg's response to 9/11, or sort of a way for him to sort of process 9/11. And it was interesting because he was also not sure, should I do this, because aliens, uh, creatures from another world, have always been a positive thing in his films, right? And then here he is making it negative, and he was like, should I even do this, because this, you know, my outlook on this stuff is very positive if we ever make contact. So I think it's interesting that he did this. Somebody says Joel Siegel says Steven Spielberg at his best. Steven Spielberg at his best. Siskel and Ebert give this 2 thumbs up. A charming and whimsical comedy about boys and baseball and a great big dog. I mean, I feel like we got to give a big rest in peace to James Earl Jones as well. And then here, let's read a thing about this. I don't think we have any reviews, but this says, look who's taming that ornery, boozing, shoot first marshal now. Katharine Hepburn. All right, how are we going to rank them? Of course we know. Like this. Hello. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go with The Sandlot, then War of the Worlds, and then Rooster Cogburn and the Lady, of course. But my question to you is, have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think of them? What do you think of each one of them individually? And if you've seen all three, I'd love to know how you would rank them. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.